Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Patty and today I would like to show you what I've been doing in my container garden. It's right here behind me. So yeah, don't go anywhere. So it's early June and the weather this week is much cooler and super nice, and I wanted to take this opportunity just to kind of show you what I have going on back here. And you know, I see so many people on YouTube doing these like giant garden plots with just, I don't know, acres and acres of stuff and multiple crops, and you know, that's not what gardening has to be. That's nice if you can do it, but most of us can't. And so I want to show you what you can do in a fairly small space and using all containers. It's been perfectly quiet, and now the Navy has decided to test their jet engines. So anyway, I apologize for the background noise, but there's not a lot I can do. If the Navy's got to go to work, the Navy's got to go to work. I live in the middle of a fairly large, sprawling city. It's mostly suburbs, some oceanfront resort areas, things like that. So my backyard is my oasis away from the craziness out there that is Virginia Beach. And so my garden is along the lines of a French Potage Garden, which is mixing vegetables, fruit, herbs, and flowers. And for me, it's as much about sitting here and enjoying the view as it is having the produce, because I don't produce that much in terms of fruit and vegetables. I mean, growing food is hard. I'm going to be straight up with you. It's really hard. So I don't do a lot of it. But what I do have is my cherry tomatoes coming in here. And this is zucchini. It comes up by itself every year. And I'm super excited about it because I have like 6 different plants. I have a spot that I made that's 10 by 10, and what I did was I sectioned it off using these I don't know what you would call it, dividers. I got these from Plow and Hearth. They were not cheap, but they do a good job of holding the gravel in the garden bed. And I call it my urban garden oasis. And what I did was I put out landscape fabric, and then I put down the pea gravel, and then I did a series of pots, and I put different herbs and flowers. And I really like the little, I don't know what you would call them, the little figures. I have a bunch of that kind of stuff. I've decided I have to stop, but I really love what I have. So if you have a small space, you can do the same kind of thing. Now, I will tell you, this was one heck of a lot of work. This was not easy. I had to haul all of those rocks and all the pots and the dirt, but my goodness, isn't that beautiful? And so I get to sit here and enjoy my dinner with this wonderful view. And back here it overlooks the canal and my wonderful trees, and truly this is my oasis away from everything going on out in the rest of the world. I took some footage earlier this year of getting the space ready, and I wound up getting rid of all of my old plastic pots, and I freshened up the gravel and cleaned out some weeds. and repositioned everything, and that's what I have now. But let's take a look at me doing some of the work. The thing about tomatoes is that they're pretty darn hard to grow, in my climate anyway. Maybe not so everywhere, but the pests and the diseases and all of the weaknesses, oh my gosh, it makes it really, really hard to be successful in growing container tomatoes these days. But I'm doing it. So far so good. It's all basic, it's organic gardening. I haven't had to use any poison to kill bugs, which is good. I have used insecticidal soap to clean off some of the ants, because the ants will bring the aphids, and I have smashed squash bugs, because they'll get on everything. So really, when you organic garden, the big thing is to just you can't be squeamish. You got to smash the bugs. It's just the only way. You can be one of these people that relocates the bug, that's fine, but it's just going to come back, and it's going to make babies, and you're going to be overrun. So, but you know, it is a free country. You can do that if you want to, but I personally smash them and enjoy every minute of it. So I really enjoy these little, I don't know what you call them, just little, I call them doodads, and it's not really what it is, but you know, these little statues and things, and like that lights up at night, and the little truck over here, the headlights light up at night, and then over here on the big gardenia, I have lights on that, so it twinkles at night, and I just love this stuff. But I decided I have to stop, or I'm going to turn into one of those crazy old ladies. And then down here I have my beautiful orb, and the fish, and this is a new one here, this little sheep. Of course I had to have a little sheep. Even though I'm not knitting as much as I normally do right now, I'm taking a little break. I still love yarn and sheep and, you know, the whole knitting, everything. So, but I'm just taking a little break. This fountain is something new. We just put this in this year, and it's from QVC. I thought I might do like a review just on the fountain, because we love this thing. And I think when I do the review video on the fountain, I'll talk with you about what I used to make my own portable fountain out here in the back, because this thing is so nice. It is so relaxing and soothing to have this water feature now. It was the one thing that I really needed back here, and now we have it. And let me tell you, it runs on a battery, so that is awesome. The only thing that would make this better is if it was on solar power, so maybe they'll come out with that next year. I really enjoy growing herbs. They're pretty easy to do, and you can use them in your cooking, and they smell nice and they look nice, and most of them will come back year after year. I've used all of these things in my cooking this year, and it's so good. There's nothing more rewarding than stepping out of your back door and picking fresh from your own garden. This is a sedum variety of plant. It's in the succulent family. This year it started doing these little like flowers within flowers. That was totally new. And aren't they beautiful? This plant, believe it or not, was in this little tiny pot. And I put it in here and it just went crazy, which is sort of nice. So it really likes its new home, and I'm hoping that it will be happy living here for a while. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I've got some kind of little bee or something. This in the back is my large gardenia, and I know it's unusual to have a gardenia in a pot, but the ground here is so hard to dig, and I really wanted the gardenia, so it lives in this really big planter. Well, that's my little backyard garden tour. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of what I've been working on. I have been taking a bit of a break from new videos and blog posts and the whole thing, and a lot of my time has been spent either working on this or honestly just sitting and enjoying it. So thanks for watching today. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my garden and allowing me to share kind of what I've been working on the last few weeks. And if you have questions, drop them below. I'm not going to promise I can answer everything. I'll do my best, but no promises. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I highly encourage you to try some container gardening yourself. Definitely herbs. Start with herbs. They are the easiest thing. You'll have the most success, and you can enjoy them right away in your cooking. Okay, that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.